Hi everybody, welcome to Mukilteo, Washington. We've had an afternoon and early evening of storms, and although the picture is pretty right now, hi Teresa, hi Kim, hi Maddie, 1141. Although the picture is pretty in this direction right now, to the south, which is off to my left, it is rather ominous looking, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So we have two things going on at once right now. We have the potential for, hey Wolf 91, hey Lady May, we have the potential for a great looking sunset because of all this drama in the sky. But there's even more drama and far less light just to the south. There is a radar map, Snoke_scanner is tweeting it right now, that shows a lot of water in the atmosphere aimed at Mukilteo, aimed at South Everett, Washington. This area is about 30 miles north of Seattle, Washington, just to give you a perspective. So I'm going to move real quick. We're going to come back here, you guys, and we're going to move real quick just to show you a better view of what's going on over in this area. Wolf 91 says huge rainbow over the trestle tonight. But let's go through here, guys. I want to show you this view. We'll be there in about 15 seconds, and you will get a good indication. You can just feel how dark. It almost feels like it's getting chillier as you move this way because there is a big cell coming this way from the southwest. Okay, so there you go. The view is rather obstructed in the distance once you look past Whidbey Island. No looking at the mainland across the sound in that direction. That's what's coming our way right now. So you can see there's a whole lot of water. Yeah, I am going to get hit hard, so I don't know how long I'll last through this, but I'm going to try and get some shots real quick. It's all red. Yeah, well, here we go. Let's show you the south end of Whidbey. You guys all hearing me okay? You're most welcome. Okay, excellent. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, so good. I've got actually a Ziploc taped around my phone to protect it from the rain tonight. But that's the south end of Whidbey Island right there. You miss Mukilteo. So you can see the cloud formations just overhead. All of this stuff is moving up from the south-southwest. So that's off to our left and away from us. Loud and clear. So dangerous and yet so beautiful. Yes. So contrast that, all of that. I mean, that's a wall of rain in the distance, it appears to me right now. Normally we would see water much beyond what we're seeing right now, and on a fairly clear night, well, it was cloudy last night, I can see the mainland across this stretch of the sound directly in front of us, beyond the trees, of course, beyond Whidbey Island off to the right there. Let me do a slow pan to the right just to kind of contrast that with what still is appearing rather interesting and even pretty, if I may say so, off into the distance here. So all of this under very dramatic skies right now. So again, very nice in Mukilteo, but there is a lot of rain. Very strong cell, Daron's telling me, coming this way, and we're looking at it. You are looking at the strong cell. It's pouring in Monroe. Okay, that would be east of us. Thanks, I appreciate that. So Monroe about 30 miles east of us. Do I have any weathermen or women who follow me on here? You know, I do. Both locally, there's at least one or two that I know of, actually two in the Seattle market, and there are some in other states, just a few. You're a bit jelly. Okay, well look at this, you guys. We are about to get drenched. That is a whole lot of water coming our way, a whole lot of rain. Big cells south of Snohomish about 45 minutes ago. Hey Tony, nice to see you here. So yeah, we're looking at a major cell that's coming from the southwest towards Mukilteo, towards South Everett, towards Everett, Snohomish, Mill Creek, Lake Stevens, Marysville. This area is, I imagine it might very well stretch on up towards Stanwood. Hey, Traveling Flower, nice to see you here. So you guys, let's show you that right now, but let's go back to where the drama is happening with the sunset real quick. And we'll show you that. I've got trees between the spot we were just at and the spot where we have the nice view of the sunset. So we've got, like I said, oh, the sun's just going down. This is great. I gotta get some shots with my 7D as well. So we're getting some nice, so we've got two things, how Mother Nature can be misleading. Nice to hear from you in Puyallup. I'm doing well, thank you. So jealous. Well, I'm lucky. This is my kind of night. So you can see there are some really nice things going on in the sky. You know, say I talked about how Mother Nature can be so tricky, and by that I mean deceiving. If one was not to look behind or off to the far left right now, you'd think, hey, this is the spot to sit back and enjoy, you know, a quiet moment, and you could do that for some time. But look what's overhead. There's a whole lot more of what you're seeing right overhead coming off to our left, down from the coming up from the southwest. So this is really ominous. It's going to pour like crazy in this area soon, including, like I said, South Everett, Mill Creek, Snohomish. Yes, that's a great 4K shot. I agree. I'm going to take some shots right now with my 7D. For those of you who don't know, I shoot with my DSLR and my streaming iPhone all on the same tripod. This is Puget Sound. Yes, it's saltwater. If you're not familiar with the area, that is saltwater. You head off in that direction and you can wind your way out north and to the left, going west to the Pacific Ocean. Not Lake Goodwin. And it is starting to rain now, and those ominous skies are very much threatening to unload a torrential storm here. Relatively calm considering, yeah. The calm before the storm, exactly. Neat patterns on the water as you look at Puget Sound. And it's going to be potentially really cool in just a few minutes if this sun can continue to slip light beneath the cloud shelf. Just wait 5 minutes. Okay, Dayron, I know it's coming. You guys feel free to take screenshots. I know Texas is something else. I've been watching storms from Texas and throughout the Midwest. There's so many good scopers. My favorite, Jeff Piatkowski. Reed Timmer is another good one that I follow. So I'll tilt up a little bit more. Very dramatic tonight. And now the underbelly of this cloud shelf beginning to take on some color. And the rain is picking up. I've got my Willie Seahawks hat on. It's time to bring the parka hat up and over. Yeah, it's really cool to see the current. Yeah, it does look more like October. I agree. You were very cool. Well, guys, look at this up above. I mean, look, it's like fringes of a feather almost, you know, or stretched cotton balls. Oh, you're most welcome. I try to keep my scopes, I guess you would say, family friendly. Thank you. This is from Mukilteo Pioneer Cemetery, south of the General Ferry Dock and Beach area. Really windy and shoreline today. Oh, you're most welcome. My pleasure traveling. I try to avoid the drive into Seattle as much as possible. I always get asked the question if I'm by the lighthouse. I'm south of the lighthouse on higher ground. This is basically the area where the bluff overlooking the Mukilteo area, the Puget Sound in this area begins, right above the railroad tracks. For those of you who don't know, and it's quite likely to happen while we're doing this scope, trains often pass by. The tracks just below as the water comes in. You work in Fremont and the traffic is not good. Where is there good traffic unless you live in the country or very odd hours and not at home? Started dumping in North Everett. Okay, hello Russia, nice to have you. Yeah, Puget Sound is Native American word for gridlock. Words. Okay, the rain is really coming down now, so we might get lightning here. This is really, I can hear the rain. I'm going to be quiet, and maybe you guys can hear it. Okay, rain really coming down. Now this is where things start to pay off. I mean, it's really starting to come down. The visibility, even in this direction now, is starting to wane. And here comes the train too, you guys. We've got it all going on at once. The roar of the train approaching, the sound of rain. And the color now starting to find its way across the water. The beautiful thing is, you guys, as we get this beautiful orange now, this kind of peach color on the underbelly of this cloud, is that I took the time before coming out here to carefully tape and secure a large Ziploc bag around my iPhone 6S Plus, making holes for the camera and the audio and power adapters, and I'm using a wireless microphone. I've got large baggies and plastic bags over my wireless microphone receiver, so I'm prepared. And this is wonderful to show you. Look at the glow on the water, you guys. Let's bring it back up to the water. This is stunning right now, you guys. Absolutely stunning. So glad you guys tuned in. It's so nice to be able to share this moment with you. Oh, there actually are vertical rays coming down, it seems, almost from the clouds above. Of course, I've got, see that? It's almost like shafts of light. Even though the sun is at the horizon, these shafts of light, to my naked eye, appear to be coming down from the clouds above, right on down. Now, I have rain droplets all over that Ziploc bag that's protecting my cell phone right now. So you have a clearer view in theory than I do. If I did not have any protection, the rain bag, the Ziploc bag over my phone, you guys would probably be seeing nothing but droplets interfering in your picture. So hopefully it's minimal. Hopefully it's minimal interference. As I look to the left here, going southward towards Whidbey Island still, following the 50-plus mile long Whidbey Island, you can see that the visibility is very by all this rain and the humidity that's just sweeping across Puget Sound, and the light is just stunning right now across the water, and you can see what appears to be the currents, the patterns across the water, just absolutely stunning. Nothing in Marysville yet, huh, Wolf 91? Wow, I wish I had a wide-angle lens on right now. Wolf 91 is coming. Oh, I've got to get something fell off my DSLR, which I'm using to protect it. Let's get that back on there. Thank you. The sound, if you're just joining, the sound is the train below. That's got to be a Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad train. You're looking across Puget Sound. We're about 30 miles north of Seattle. That is all salt water. That's Whidbey Island in the distance. And just this magnificent sky above right now. And off to my right, the Mukilteo Ferry appears. Visibility affected by the rain now, but I can show you where the ferry is. Can you see it in the distance there beyond the point, the beach? Thank you, you guys. Let's try to see if we can grab the proper exposure again. Real tricky now working with the, oh my gosh, you guys, this color. Let's look at this. This is amazing. It's so cool because there's the color and there's this general haze associated with the rain that's come up from the southwest now and sweeping across the sound. Whoa! It's like someone plugged it into the socket and the sky lit up with all these old black light poster colors. Going to date myself there. Wow. You can see the patterns across the salt water of Puget Sound. Yeah, lava lamp. There you go. Look at this, you guys. This is amazing. I've been coming here for years and doing photography and now some live streaming, and this is one of the best moments yet. So nice to have you along. Thank you. Okay, now the visibility over Whidbey Island is really diminishing as that storm the full force of the storm now. We must be near the center of the cell. The visibility is so poor. You guys, I'm gonna, well, darn it. I'm tempted to walk down to the other end where I was showing you just a bit south of here by about 40 yards, the view to the south, but why would I want to leave this? If I were to show you the other view where we were at earlier, trust me, it's nothing but, the visibility has severely diminished and it's very looking to our southwest. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and pan looking in that direction. The reason I tend to walk down there is because I can give you a much better view once I get past this obstruction. However, I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay here, and we're going to stay focused on what's going on right here. So, in just the course now of what, 15 minutes, the visibility has really gone down as this rain just, and all this humidity just scrubs its way across Puget Sound here in Mukilteo, about 30 miles north of Seattle. All of this area, this precipitation, no doubt affecting Everett, Washington, nearby Everett. It's got to be, I imagine, very likely hitting places like Mill Creek, Snohomish, Lake Stevens, Marysville, Tulalip, probably working its way, perhaps if it stays going northward enough, towards Stamwood. And the rain just continues to intensify. I'm going to back up a little bit. I will post on Twitter tonight. I took some shots with my DSLR. I'll stand out here, I don't know. And so now, you know, if it wasn't for this rain and this humidity, I think we'd actually have a really cool, vibrant sunset. It's out there, but all of this precipitation between us and the horizon right now is diffusing it all. I do have my DSLR in the rain. I have a large towel over much of it, to be honest with you. It's not pouring in Marysville. Well, I tell you what, it's like walking into a sauna right now in terms of the visibility. It was much clearer when I first got here about 40 minutes ago. It was much clearer. And then all of this stuff came in from the southwest. This huge cell. The interesting thing is that so far there's not really been much wind. There is wind, but there's not much. You know, if you were to just look here at this tree, there's no wind whatsoever almost by looking at it. But if we were just to look over here, I can see more activity on the trees here right along the bluff. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, it's kind of hard for me to read your comments because the phone has so many water droplets over that Ziploc bag I tightly secured around it. And so I apologize for not responding, and perhaps even maybe I should be moderating some of these comments as well. Hopefully the new Periscope moderation feature is kicked in if that's necessary. Well, I can make out that comment. What time is it there? Well, here it is now 9:07. So sunset is at 9:08, 1 minute. But you know what? Because we have Whidbey Island rising above the horizon there, sunset probably just a couple of minutes earlier. You're most welcome. I think that might have been Steven. Someone just, I saw a notification on Twitter pop up on my phone saying thank you for the scope. And thanks to all of you for tuning in to watch it. Visibility is just really poor right now, and it is raining hard. You guys, I'm going to keep it right here for a minute, but I'm going to walk away. You'll still be able to hear me. I'm going to walk to my car and put my camera bag in the car because I don't know how waterproof it actually is, and it was covered with water. All right, I'll be back in just a moment. If you're just tuning in, I'll be back at the camera in just a moment. It is raining so hard, you guys, and I'm going to get my camera bag in the car. So I'm walking through the gate. I'm about yards away. I'm about 50 yards away from the camera, wearing a wireless microphone. Opening the tailgate, put the cam bag in the car. On my way back, this is actually a cemetery I'm walking through. It's the Mukilteo Pioneer Cemetery. It's a beautiful cemetery. It's very small, very well maintained. It's like a small park. Okay, I'm back at the camera. Thanks, guys. Well, visibility, really not much to show you guys, as we've kind of been smothered by rain and humidity. But thanks so much for tuning in. I'll be sure to post some pictures. And if the sky lights up again, which I think is unlikely right now, may do so overnight, I will, I'll somewhat lighter toward the southwest now. You know what, let me take a look. No, it's still dark towards the southwest. I mean, it's still dark. It's not as dark, but it's still dark. You're most welcome. I'll show you the view to the south, you guys, southwest. Let's go. I mean, it's raining buckets here. Hang on. Okay, here's the view to the southwest. Normally we'd have no problem seeing the south end of Whidbey Island. I mean, no problem. If you look at my Twitter feed, I posted a picture earlier today of this very view last night. We had clouds in the area, and yeah, you can just barely make it out. That's the south end of Whidbey right there, but the visibility is so poor right now due to the rain. And there's no chance of seeing any mainland beyond Whidbey to the west. And there's no way you're going to see the Edmonds Ferry, which I can sometimes see from here. There's no way you're going to see any of that. It's just, visibility is so poor, especially in that direction right now. We pan to the right, looking more to the immediate west. We can definitely see Whidbey Island, but again, it's pretty hazy because of all this rain and humidity that has moved in. Now I'll go back to where we were. I really meant to put my camera bag underneath these tall trees. It's so dark underneath here, but they're huge old trees, and it would have offered a lot more protection for my camera bag. Instead, I picked up my camera bag and all this water rolled off of it. It was like a pool of it. Well, there we go, guys. You know what? It is looking a little bit lighter just up there. Okay, guys, if you don't already follow me on Twitter and you're interested in seeing these photos. I'm sure I'll post at least one on Twitter and Instagram as well. So on Twitter, I'm just like I am here on Periscope, at Beyond 90 Seconds. That's the word Beyond 90 seconds, plural, Beyond 90 Seconds. And on Instagram, it's MH for Mark Horner, B90S, MHB90S. Still pretty light in Kent. Oh, okay. Okay, guys, well, I am going to sign off now, but let me just point one thing out as I do. It's really cool how we can just see these patterns in the water tonight. Someone referred to them as currents. But right there, stretching like a line, starting down there and then off going northward is one of those patterns in the water, if you will. And more so out there across the sound. Hey, thanks a lot for joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. I'm still not entirely convinced there won't be something else going on if this passes through and the night glow catches some of that cloud in front of us. But for now, I think this is going to do it. I really do appreciate you guys watching. Have a great evening or day wherever you might be. Good night, everybody. You're welcome.